Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the International Seminar on Animal Welfare, Indigenous Breeds, Animal Husbandry, Indigenous Cattle, Agriculture, Veterinary Medicine, Cultures, Tradition, Festivals, Awareness, Education, Employment, Economy, Health, Well-being and Sustainable Development 2023 on occasion of Makara Sankranti, Kanuma, that is Agricultural Festival, Harvest Festival, and Animal Festival, and many more. A gallery of festivals bringing together everyone for joy, happiness, celebrations, and togetherness, caring and sharing for each other's, connecting back to our culture and traditions. Commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 75 years of independence, UN Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. So before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue to today's session. As we all know, we are celebrating the biggest and largest festival in the world and also in India. As most of the countries are still agrarian nations, and our India is also an agrarian nation. Most of the population are dependent on agriculture and allied activities. And today is a day in the festival where the day is dedicated to the cattle, which are part of agriculture. Nowadays, we have all these tractors and various other agriculture machinery like harvesters, sowers, and these weeders and various latest equipment. But still you can see many of these equipments are far from reach of rural areas where farmers are still dependent on the cattle for agriculture. And today, the highest milk production that comes is not from labs, but through cattle only. So the cattle are providing not only milk, but also various nutritional products to meet the requirements of various people across the world. So this day is a day to express our gratitude to animals, especially cattle. So thus today is celebrated as Cattle Festival, and various exhibitions, fairs, and competitions are organized to showcase the unique characteristics of indigenous breeds and their strengths and capacities. And they also are worshipped because as a family member, they stay with us and work and help us in the agricultural process. They are with us contributing equally as a family member. So as a gratitude and as a thanksgiving, we celebrate them. As on our birthdays or on our anniversary, we take care of our children or a family member. Like if they are younger to us, we take them for bath and we adorn them with new clothes and various ornaments. Similarly, even animals are also, which are treated as family members as they are contributing. And even if they are animals, but they treat as a family members. That is a rich culture and tradition we all belong to. So it is a day that is dedicated to cattle, where they are contributing, and they are also, neatly washed today, taken for bath, and they are decorated, and also they are worshipped as a form of prosperity. There is nothing wrong, because it is our duty and we are under the obligation. When someone is contributing to so much for all of us, so we also do have obligation and responsibility, to celebrate, to dedicate a day for them, and to organize various fairs where we can bring awareness on various such indigenous breeds, especially which are contributing to our health, agricultural production, and because they are not machines and they are not polluting, and they are also contributing to the sustainable development. Because of these various byproducts or the products of the cattle, especially like cow dung, urine, these all are used as, organic and natural fertilizers. So it reduces the use of chemical fertilizers, and they also, contribute into the various agricultural process like plowing and transportation and various other activities in the process, so which are pollution free. So they are also contributing to the sustainable development in various ways. So it is our responsibility, keeping aside of all these things, because first we are human beings and animals are also sentient beings. And as a human being, forget whether you are a scientist, you are a doctor, you are a professional. But first remember, you are a human being. After that only you can become something. So without being a good human being, no matter what you become, it is waste. And you doesn't deserve to be a human being in the very first place. That itself conveys a greater aspect of ignorance and arrogance on our part. So keeping all those things aside of whether worshipping animal or worshipping human or worshipping something is a different thing. But today it has to be seen as an expression of gratitude, an expression, an opportunity for thanksgiving to our fellow species. And we should never forget that we are just one among the 8 billion species on the planet, and we are not the whole sole species. So we live in an ecosystem where we are completely dependent on the various species existing in the planet. Even before humans existed on the planet, animals existed. So it is, even in those terms also, if we see, they have more rights than us, over us on the planet. So it takes privilege for them, to have a day where, and it is also our responsibility to give them appropriate preference and allot a day or daily they are taken care of, and because of being sentient beings, and also they also feel pain and pleasure. They can also perceive happiness, sadness. So it is our responsibility, as we are claiming ourselves as an higher intellect, or a species with a higher intellect, then it is our responsibility to maintain the ecosystem balance on the planet, so that every species has equal right to survive and prosper. On this occasion of festival, we wish you all a happy Sankranti. And today, Kanuma, the third day of the festival, is dedicated to the cattle. And today is also known as Cattle Festival or Animal Festival. So on this occasion, we are commemorating this cattle festival on this occasion. And let's learn about few interesting insights about various cattle in India. So we will start with various indigenous cattle and various cattle breeds that are widely used and popularly known and also registered. Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, under the Ministries of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, is entrusted with the responsibilities of animal welfare, including cattle welfare. So, as part of the various measures taken up, the ministry also takes up, like we do census for human beings, human population. Similarly, even the department also conducts livestock census. So recent census was published on 5th April 2022 by the ministry. And the recent 20th livestock census in 2019, in participation of all states and union territories, it covers all the domesticated animals, and it head count for the total 16 species of animals like cattle, buffalo, mithun, yak, sheep, goat, pig, horse, pony, mule, donkey, camel, dog, rabbit, elephant, and poultry birds, including fowls, duck, turkeys, and other poultry birds possessed by households, household enterprises, non-household enterprises, and institutions at their site. Moreover, the 20th livestock census is indeed a unique attempt, as far as the first time data collected in using tablets, computers to digitize household level data through online transmission from the field. Some of the significant findings of the 20th livestock census are the total livestock population in India. This is only Indian statistics. So the total livestock population is 536.76 million in the country, showing an increase of 4.8% over livestock census 2012. The total livestock population in the rural and urban area is 514 million and 22.65 million respectively. In rural areas, it is 514.11 million, and in urban areas, 22.65 million respectively, with the percentage share of 95.78% for rural and 4.22% for urban area. So total bovine population, bovines include cattle, buffalo, mithun, and yak, is 303.76 million in 2019, which shows an increase of 1.3% over the previous census of 2012. The total number of cattle in the country is 193.46 million in 2019, showing an increase of 1.3% over previous census. So the exotic crossbreed and the indigenous nondescript cattle population in the country is 51.36 million and 142.11 million respectively. These exotic crossbred are the hybrid breeds which are, imported from other countries, which are also known as hybrid breeds, which are not native to Indian continent or subcontinent. And indigenous breeds are Indian breeds native to our nation. So exotic breeds count up to 51.36 million, and Indian or indigenous breeds count up to 142.11 million respectively. So the non-descript female cattle or indigenous female cattle population has increased by 10% in 2019 as compared to the previous census. So the total population of exotic crossbred cattle has increased by 29.3% in 2019 as compared to the previous census. And there is also a decline of 6% in total indigenous, both descript and non-descript cattle population over the previous census. This is a great concern where our indigenous cattle, which are far more better than these exotic or hybrid cattle, are in the declining phase. So we have seen a decline of 6%. However, the pace of decline of indigenous cattle population during 2012 and 2019 is much lesser as compared to 2007 and 2012, which was about 9%. Though we don't know whether we have to be happy that the percentage has decreased, or we have to worry the percentage still remains high. So at this rate, we can see more and more of hybrid or exotic breeds are used instead of indigenous breeds. That is also affecting the sustainable development of the nation. So we will look at how they are affecting, in what ways they are affecting. We will look at those aspects also at a later point of time. As we all know, indigenous breeds especially, they are very adjustable, adaptable to the indigenous, to that area, and they are very much, resistant or immunity towards various diseases and for the climate conditions. So they have less management issues, and they can be easily managed, and they are easily, they can easily go along with the weather and climatic conditions, and with the fodder and other things which are locally available. They give good productivity yield, and they are, less susceptible to diseases and various other things. But when compared to exotic breeds, they are more vulnerable, susceptible to illness, diseases, and they also cannot live in various climatic conditions which are very much new to them. They cannot easily adjust or naturally cannot adjust to this climatic conditions. Of course, there are always an exceptions by new mutations, genetic mutations are happening, and new varieties are coming. Even we have crossbred among indigenous and exotic breeds. But again, naturally, the capacity is very low. So that increases the management cost and also rearing costs and various other things are there also there. And again, there is a concept of A1 milk and A2 milk, and that also we will see at a later point of time. So apart from that, cattle, in that cattle also, most of our milk production comes from buffaloes, apart from cows. So the total buffaloes in the country is around 109.85 million, showing an increase of about 1.1% over previous census. And total milch animals, that is milking in milk or dry, in cows and buffaloes is 125.75 million, an increase of 6% over the previous census. And apart from that, as part of the census, we have goat population, pigs population, mutton and yak population, horses and ponies population, mules and donkeys population, camel population, and poultry, birds, and backyard poultry, that is in the households, and commercial poultry, these commercial farms, and stray cattle and street dogs or stray dogs are also counted. So we have all these census. You can visit our Animal Husbandry, Ministry of Fisheries and Animal Husbandry and Dairying website, and you can go to the census and livestock census, and where you can get all the statistics. So I'm not getting into much detail of other aspects due to time constraints. We will focus today, or my session will focus on cattle especially. So just to give a figure of stray cattle and stray dogs in 2019 is 50 lakhs and 153 lakhs respectively in the country. So we have stray cattle around 50 lakhs and stray dogs of 153 lakhs respectively in the country as per 2019 census. So considering the number and past trends over last 2 decades, there is no livestock species which are on the verge of extinction. However, only camel and donkey population is showing decline trends over the last 4 livestock census. That is 17th census in 2003, 18th census in 2007, 19th census in 2012, and latest 20th census in 2019. But still there is a great threat for indigenous cattle population because the growth is not too high and there is a downtrend. So we'll look at various breeds of indigenous cattle in India. ICAR, National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources, is a nodal agency for the registration of breeds of the country in India. Newly identified breeds are approved by the Breed Registration Committee, that is in short BRC of Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR, headed by the Deputy Director General, Animal Sciences, ICAR, and represented by the National Biodiversity Authority, Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Government of India, and ADGs, ICAR, Directors of ICAR, Species Specific Animal Sciences Institutes, and NBAGR. So it is the nodal agencies where new breeds and existing breeds database is maintained as per the, and this is also the organization where registration of farm animal germplasm is also takes place. So the advent of new era of national sovereignty over genetic resources under Convention on Biological Diversity, CBD, requires a new approach to describe and catalog livestock and poultry needs. So the intent of the Nagoya Protocol for the ensuring fair and equitable benefit sharing arising from the utilization of genetic resources, the global scenario of World Trade Organization, WTO, and intellectual property rights warrant protecting the local animal genetic diversity and provide recognition to the livestock keepers. So this in turn demands an authentic national documentation system of valuable sovereign genetic resources. So documentation and inventorization of these high valued indigenous breeds and other undefined populations at national level serve to much eminent cause of their sustainable use, improvement, and preservation for today as well as future generations. So recognizing the need for an authentic national documentation system of valuable sovereign animal genetic resource, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR, in the year 2007 initiated a mechanism for registration of animal germplasm by giving temporary authority to ICAR, National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources, Karnal. Subsequently, in 2008, ICAR constituted a breed registration committee, BRC, under the chairmanship of Deputy Director General, Animal Science, ICAR, and having members from National Biodiversity Authority, NBA, and Department of Animal Husbandry, Dairying and Fisheries, Government of India, for registration of new breeds. This mechanism is sole recognized process for the registration of livestock and poultry breeds at national level. So the registration of Indian livestock and poultry germplasm shall revolve around the concept of a breed. It is difficult to exactly define a breed. However, FAO has defined the breed which is widely accepted and which is read as the breeds are either a subspecific group of a domestic livestock with definable and identifiable external characteristics that enable it to be separated by visual appraisal from any other similarly defined within the same species, or a group for which geographical and or cultural separation from phenotypically similar groups has led to acceptance of its separate identity. So there is also an alphanumeric code that has been designed for all the breeds in the format India, species name, ABCD, breed name, and XYEFG. This is a format. I will, when I am listing out the breeds, I will also read out the format. Then you will understand. In this format, the ABCD, AB stands for 2-digit numeric code for stage 1, major tract, and CD represents 2-digit numeric code for stage 2, and XY represents 2-digit numeric code for species, and EFG 3-digit numeric code for the breed. So we have around 15 50 cattle breeds registered in the database. And every registered breed has an accession number, like mentioned. So we will just, I will just read out about the entire list of registered breeds of cattle, and we have also new breeds that we will cover after this. So we have, we will go with the alphabetical order. So we have Amrit Mahal from Karnataka with the accession number. This is the registration number for that breed. India Cattle 0800, Amrit Mahal 03001. This is a format that is given as special, as specified, and this is a global format so that we can identify the country and, you know, cattle and the state code and breed name, and also the code for species and the breed. So with this, we can internationally identify the genetic code of registered breed. So we have Bachaur from Bihar with accession number India Cattle 0300, Bachaur 03002. And we have Bargur from Tamil Nadu with accession number India Cattle 1800, Bargur 03003. And we have Dangi from Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh with accession number India Cattle 1104, Dangi 03004. And we have Dioni from Maharashtra and Karnataka with accession number India Cattle 1108, Dioni 03005. And Golo from Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh with accession number India Cattle 1110, Golo 03006. And we have Gir from Gujarat with accession number India Cattle 0400, Gir 03007. And we have Halikar from Karnataka with accession number India Cattle 0800, Halika 03008. And we have Haryana from Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan with the accession number India Cattle 0520, Haryana 03009. And we have Kangayam from Tamil Nadu, India Cattle with accession number India Cattle 1800, Kangayam 03010. And we have Kangres from Gujarat and Rajasthan with accession number India Cattle 0417, Kangres 03011. And we have Kenkata from Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh with accession number India Cattle 2010, Kenkata 03012. Similarly, we have various breeds. I am not listing out the accession number for every breed. I will just list out various breeds and their native state from which they belong to. So we have Kengeria, Kerigar from Uttar Pradesh, Killar from Maharashtra and Karnataka, Krishna Valley from Karnataka, Malvi from Madhya Pradesh, Mewati from Rajasthan, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, Nagori from Rajasthan, Nimari from Madhya Pradesh, Ongol from Andhra Pradesh. These are not place names, these are breed names. You know, Ongol breed is very famous. Ongol cattle and ox, they are multi-purpose breed. As we have seen, they are very strong build. So if possible, I will try to show the pictures also of each breed at later point of time. And we have Punwar from Uttar Pradesh, Punganur. This is the smallest cow it's almost 1 feet, 1.5 feet to 2 feet, smallest cow on the planet. And that is very much unique, in Andhra Pradesh. And in the entire world, that is the smallest cow. And it also has a lot of spiritual significance also, and very costly cow in the world. So we will also see about that. And we have Rati from Rajasthan, red Kandari from Maharashtra, red Sindhi, and on organized farms only, we find that it is a kind of native breed. And Sahiwal from Punjab and Rajasthan, Siri from Sikkim and West Bengal, Tarparkar from Rajasthan, Umblacheri from Tamil Nadu, Vechur from Kerala, Motu from Orissa, Chhattisgarh and Andhra Pradesh, Gumusuri from Orissa, Binjarpuri from Orissa, Kariyar from Orissa, Pulikulam from Tamil Nadu, Kosali from Chhattisgarh, Malnad Gidda from Karnataka, Belai from Haryana and Chandigarh, Gangatri from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, Badri from Uttarakhand, Lakmi from Assam, Ladakhi from Jammu and Kashmir, Konkan Kapila from Maharashtra and Goa, Podaturpu from Telangana, Nari from Rajasthan and Gujarat, Dagri from Gujarat, Tuto from Nagaland, Shweta Kapila from Goa, Himachali Pahari from Himachal Pradesh, Purnia from Bihar. These are the 50 registered breeds of cattle in India, which are registered with the ICAR, National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources. And apart from that, we have new breeds also registered recently. I mean, on August, Breed Registration Committee on its online meeting held on 31st August 2022 approved registration of 10 new breeds of livestock. So in that we have actually these were also mentioned in the list. If I have missed out, they are from Podaturpu from Telangana, and Nari from Rajasthan and Gujarat, Dagri from Gujarat, Tuto from Nagaland, Shweta Kapila from Goa, Himachali Pahari from Himachal Pradesh, Purnia from Bihar, Katani from Maharashtra, Sanchori from Rajasthan, Masilum from Meghalaya. These are the recent, on 31st August 2022, these were the recent breeds that were registered. So apart from that, on the same day, there were other new breeds of buffalo, sheep, pigs, donkeys, ducks, dogs, and other birds, poultry birds, goats, and others were also registered. So I will show you. Instead of I will share the screen where I will show you the direct website through which we can access the animal genetic resources of India is a website. I will share and I will show you the photographs and I will describe each breed later on. So you can see the photographs of male and female cows, and we will just, all the details are there, but we will see it one by one later. Just Give me a second so that I can pull out this for you all. Okay. So hope the screen is visible to everyone. So this is a website, from where we can get the details of registered breeds. So I will quickly show you some photographs so that you might be aware. So you can visit this website. This is the link. So if you want, I will share this link also to you in chat box so that you can later on go and visit for your research purpose. So as already mentioned, there are various species that are registered under livestock: buffalo, camel, cattle crossbreed. These are exotic breeds. And we have, donkeys, goats, horse, mithun, mule, pig also crossbreed is a hybrid, poultry, duck, poultry, fowl, sheep crossbreed, yak, poultry, geese, dog. These are, but today, because of time constraints, we are just focusing on cattle. So in cattle, we have, as per the alphabetical order I read out. So Amrit Mahal, this is a male ox. This is a female cow of the same breed. So this is how it looks. Female, that is cow, and this is ox. It is male. Amrit Mahal cattle. So we have various details like breeding tract. So this is from Karnataka, and we can find these species in Devanagere, Tumkur, Shimoga, Hassan, Chitradurga, Chikmagalur. And we can also go through statistics also as per the survey. In 1997, we have around 71,159. And 2013 census, we have 105,343. So this is based on the 2013 survey, breed survey. So apart from that, we have specific information like what are the other names for that breed: Doddadana, Javaridana, Nambardana. And it's originated from a herd established by the ruler of Mysore state between 1572 and 1638 AD. Amrit means milk and Mahal means house. The breed was developed from the draft breed of southern India with an objective to increase the milk production capacity. So it is also used for work, that is transport and draught. And we can see the famous draught breed known for its power and endurance. Animals are fiery and active. Bulls are specially suited for throttling and quick transportation. So they are adaptable to the environment, and management system is extensive. Mobility, stationary, and feeding of adults, generally grazing method. And animals are kept in open all the time. Trees are only source of protein from sun and rain. And these weeds out the weak animals automatically. So head size is small. Various crops are grown in black soil. In north, cotton, millet, sorghum, and oil seeds are extremely grown. In south, sugar cane and paddy are grown. So these are generally fed to these naturally or through management. Only for one breed I'm giving in detail. And later on, I will explain in a different format. So this you all may not understand, or it may be a little bit boring in this way. So morphology, coming to the color, as we have seen, the males and females. So we have, for Amrita Mahal cattle, it is gray, but varies from white to almost black. So there is a contract variations, as you can see, from white to black. You can see different colors. White gray markings are present on the face and develop in some animals. Dark shades are on the neck and shoulder, hump. This is hump. This is neck and shoulders, and also hindquarters. And horns are long, emerge from top of the pole fairly close together in backward and upward direction, end in sharp black point, something touching each other. Here you can see. And long head tapering towards muzzle and long horns. These are visible characteristics. And generally, on an average, male is of height is around 132.7, female 126.0 centimeters. This is the average height. And average body length is 134.1 centimeters for male and 133.6 centimeters for female. And for heart girth, average centimeter is 156 and for male, and 149.4 for female. And body weight is average 500 kgs for male and around 318 kgs for female. And the birth weight at the time when the calf is born, at that time, the birth weight of calf average is 20.8 kgs, and for female 19.9 kgs. This is average. There can be variations. So performance, age of first parturition, on an average, it is 50.65 months and minimum is 36 months and maximum is 72 months. And parturition interval is on an average 14.14 months, and it is minimum 12 months and maximum is 22 months. And milk yield, so this is in between two cycles, that is in between two deliveries or pregnancies. And the total milk production on an average is 572 kilograms, the lactation, the production of milk. So these are all the statistics. In a similar way, you can find access. The link has been shared with you in the chat box. This is official website where you can visit and get details of all the breeds. Similarly, we'll just look at the photographs because I will explain in a different format. Just see all the breeds photographs, whichever are available. So this is for Bachaur. This is male. These are all indigenous breeds which are native to India. Different parts. This is female Bachaur. These are oxes and these are cows. Hope we all know that. So no need to specify. So this is Badri, male ox. And this is Badri, female cow. And we have Bargur. This is male ox, Bargur. This is female cow, Bargur cow. And this is Belahi ox male. And this is Belahi female cow with calf. And this is Binjarpuri male ox. And this is Binjarpuri female cow and calf. This is Dagri male ox. And this is Dagri female cow. This is Dangi male ox. And this is Dangi female cow. And this is Dioni male ox. This is Dioni female cow. This is Gangata male ox. And this is female cow. This is Gaulo male ox. And this is Gaulo female cow. These are different breeds. This is Gumsari. This is male ox. Generally, male are used for various, hard work like plowing, transport. Female are used for milk and all byproducts of milk. So this is female. And in some breeds, which are very strongly built, both male and female are also used for both the purpose. But in certain breeds, only male are used for this hard work and transportation. This is Gir, male ox. And this is female Gir cattle, cow. And this is Halikar ox. And this is Halikar cow, female. And this is Haryana male ox. And this is Haryana cattle, female cow. And this is Himachali Pahari male ox. And this is Himachal Pahari female cow. And this is Kangayam male. These are very famous, Jallikattu. You might have seen movies also. And the famous on this Pongal day, in Tamil Nadu, they organize Jallikattu. So these cows are popularly used among other breeds. And this is male and this is female cow, Kangay. Is Kangres ox male. This is Kangres female cow. This is Kenkata male ox. This is Kenkata female cow. This is career male ox. And this is career female cow along with cow. This is carrier male ox. This is carrier female cow. This is killer male ox. And this is killer female cow. This is Konkan Kapila male ox. This is Konkan Kapila female cow. This is Kosali male ox. This is Kosali female cow. This is Krishna Valley ox male. Krishna Valley female cow. This is Ladakhi male ox. And this is Ladakhi female cow. These are, quite different because these cold areas, Jammu, Kashmir, and those areas, they are built for that local climate. This is Lakmi. This is northeast. We have ox male. And this is a female cow, Lakmi. This is Malnad Gitta, male ox. And this is Malnad Gitta, female cow. This is Malvi ox. This is Malvi female cow. This is Mevati male ox. This is Mevati female cow. This is Motu male ox. This is female cow, Motu. This is Nagori breed, male ox. And this is Nagori female cow. And this is Nari, male ox. This is Nari, female cow. This Nimari, male ox. And this is Nimari, female cow. And this is world famous. They are very much popular across the world. And today, even we lost our original breed, and Brazil, we gifted these hogs to Brazil, and now Brazil has the original, gene, pool at Brazil, and recently India is also trying to bring back the original Ongol gene so that we can have 100% pure breed here. There are a lot of efforts that are being taken for conservation of this Ongole breed. They are very strong, and we'll look at each of these characteristics. They are almost 6 to 7 feet, very heavy build, very strong cattle. So this is male ox, Ongole breed, and this is Ongole breed, female cow. So here both are used for both agriculture, transport, because of the heavy build and being strong. Both male and female are used for both the purpose, multiple purposes. This is Podaturpu, is male ox. And this is female cow along with cow. And this is Ponwar breed, male ox. This is Ponwar cattle, female cow. And this is Fuliculum, male ox. And this is female cow, Fuliculum. This is Pungunur. This is also one of the rarest breed available in Andhra Pradesh, Telugu state. This is very short, the height is very less, almost 1 to 2 feet. The smallest cow, it is almost like, dog height, like dogs, but these are cows of such short height, Pungunur. And these are very famous and very costly cows in the world. Because these have a lot of significant spiritual and religious significance. So this is male ox, Pungunur, and this is female cow. Often you don't see these outside because of this significance, and they are very restricted to, home backyards, gardens, or closed spaces, because they are also in high demand. They are mostly sought after, and if you leave it, then forget about it. So huge demand for them. So this is Parniya, male ox. This is Parniya, female cow. This is Rati, male ox. This is Parniya, Rati, female. So by its characteristics, we can identify. It's very easy to identify which breed is when you see cow, but it takes time, to see, identify. There are little bit similar characteristics also of certain breeds. So this is red Kandari, male ox. So this is red Kandari, female cow. Red Sindhi, male ox. And this is red Sindhi, female cow. This Sahiwal, male ox. This Sahiwal, female cow and calf. This Shweta Kapila, male ox. This Shweta Kapila, female cow. And this is Siri, male ox. This is Siri, female cow. This is Dar Parker, male ox. This is Dar Parker, female cow. This is Tuto, male ox. This is female cow. This is Umblachari, male ox. This is Umblachari, female cow. This is Vechur. This is from Kerala, male ox. This is Vechur, female cow and cow. So these are various breeds which are native, indigenous. We have crossbreeds like Jersey, Holstein. I think they are not available. So I will try to show one from some other website. So these are the various breeds which are native to India, indigenous, then that is local breeds. So basically, the portal you saw, Animal Genetic Resources Portal, they take up various activities like research opportunities, research activities, like cover a wide range of thematic areas in animal genetic resources. The biggest gap is the knowledge. In knowledge is the animal breeding for local populations in harsh environments. There is also lack of research in functional genetics and genomics of adaptation and disease resistance traits. So breed characterization, including molecular characterization has been popular research subject in ANGR, and research for conservation has also been taken up, although some fundamental questions galore on technical and formal constraints that limit the operation of sustainable conservation programs in underdeveloped countries. Information systems on animal genetic resources need input from research to achieve a degree of completeness. So economic analysis and issues related to gene flow and benefit sharing should be addressed by putting more research effort. So major research areas of ANGR, that is Animal Genetic Resource Portal. It is an integral component of agriculture supporting livelihood of more than 2/3 of the rural population. So we have this National Animal Gene Bank in Karnal, a total of 1,09,000 6,200 frozen semen doses belonging to 277 breeding males, including bulls, rams, bucks, stallions from 37 breeds representing cattle, buffalo, sheep, goat, camel, yak, and equine have been preserved at National Gene Bank for prosperity. So the major research areas are DADIS. It is a FAO Domestic Animal Diversity Information System, in short DADIS. So this includes data capture, including first-time information and regular updates, is relatively good in a number of developed countries, but is rather deficient in most developing countries, which are comparatively rich in genetic diversity. So having the information in these countries is crucial if a complete picture of the status of farm animal biodiversity is to be obtained. So FAO maintains Food Agriculture Organization. FAO maintains a global databases on animal this gene resources, but the information is incomplete. Many other countries maintain regional databases, but the network among these databases are lacking. And they also take up other areas like animal breeding. Breeding for major international breeds has led to genetic gains for many important production traits. And research has been more on how to achieve genetic gains than on selection objectives. Now it is recognized that more importance has to be given to functional traits, such as anatomy of feet, legs, and udders in dairy cattle, metabolic stress, fertility, longevity, health, disease resistance, behavior, and others. Then only it can be sustainable. And conservation of animal genetic resources, again, though it's a controversial issue, basically because of the decisions on what breeds to conserve and how to do it and who will pay for it. So the rationale behind conservation of farm animal diversity is that humankind may need to keep this specific genetic biodiversity to face future challenges, such as changes in demand for livestock products, spread of new diseases, reducing environmental impact, and climate change. This biodiversity would be the source pool for genes that confer disease resistance, specific product qualities like fatty acid consumption or milk consumption, resistance to drought and high temperatures, and production traits to be combined in newly formed breeds and population. There are also less production-oriented arguments in favor of conservation, such as cultural values, traditional livestock keepers, and preservation of rural landscapes. So conservation of animal genetic resources in economic terms would be maintenance of use and non-use value to humans. That's why, which one to, if you see commercially or economically, certain genetic resources of certain breeds may not be preserved. Again, that becomes a controversy that only, certain preferred breeds are only conserved and rest are left for the extinction. So it also takes up multidisciplinary research projects like nature of relatively novel approach to the management of farm animal genetic resources. It demonstrates the interaction and positive synergy among different areas of research and different types of research terms dealing with subject in several institutions. So the project Econogene, that European Commission 2008, combines molecular analysis of biodiversity, socioeconomics, and geostatistics to address the conservation of sheep and goat genetic resources and also rural development in marginal agro systems in Europe. So various activities or research priorities across the globe has been in terms of information systems, upgrading of existing information systems on ANGR, data collection on population size and structure, geographical information systems, GIS on animal genetic resources, in terms of characterization, adaptation, and performance traits of indigenous breeds, survey and analysis methods for phenotypic characterization, environment descriptions to evaluate genotype environment interactions, in terms of genetic diversity, definition and determination of risk status, monitoring population status, measures to halt the declining genetic diversity, assessment of genetic diversity using molecular genetic markers, and development and supply of international reference samples, integration of phenotypic and molecular data, identification of gene variant for important traits, methods to assess the extent of genetic dilution of a breed, indicators for a farm animal genetic diversity. Coming to functional genetics, understanding the genetic basis of adaptive traits, genetic basis of disease resistance and host pathogen interactions, genetic basis of adaptation to difficult environments and efficiency, new tools for conventional and transformative genetic improvement. In terms of animal breeding, whether to implement genetic improvement programs or not, genetic impact assessment, simulation to predict the consequences of introduction of exotic breeds, breeding strategies in low and medium input environments, breeding strategies with little or no organizational infrastructure, stable crossbreeding systems with a role for native breeds, selection for disease resistance if specific genes have been identified, implement DNA-based selection without compromising production, measurement of stress, psychological status like aggression, discomfort in the breeds, selection methods for temperament and less foot and leg problems, selection for increased efficiency of feed utilization, genetic variation and variance in nutrient requirements, genetic variance in digestion of specific amino acids and phosphorus. In terms of conservation, in situ, in vivo conservation to maximize livestock keepers' livelihoods, sustainable in situ, in vivo conservation with development objectivist, self-sustaining ex situ, in vivo conservation in developing countries, ex situ, in vitro cryoconservation of gametes and embryos, sampling and storage of germplasm as backup for breeding programs, somatic cloning to improve safety and cost effectiveness, blueprints for national and multinational gene banks, legal and sanitary frameworks for storage and access, criteria for optimization of resource allocation and conservation, early warning response mechanisms with defined triggers and actions. In terms of economic analysis, analytical methods to define global benefits of conservation, costing of conservation alternatives in diverse situations, field testing promising valuation methods across production systems, traits used by farmers for local breeds under some production systems, market analysis for livestock breeds and their products, cost-benefit analysis of breeding programs, expectation analysis of effects on livelihoods of using alternative breeds. And coming to access and benefit sharing, relationship between access and trade in livestock germplasm, need for and impacts of frame for access and benefit sharing, assessment of public and community use of biodiversity, significance of national regulations, animal disease control protocols, current and future benefits from global loss of livestock germplasm, and assessment of scenarios that change flows and share of births. As per the source, Ricardo A. Cardellino, Jean Boyazogal, 2009, research opportunities in the field of animal genetic resources, livestock science, 120 of 3, 166 to 170. So this is a reference from where we have drawn. And also from ICAR, Animal Genetic Resources Portal. So India has been blessed with large repository of indigenous bovine population with rich biodiversity. And as we have seen, there are 50 well-defined breeds of cattle and 17 breeds of buffaloes. These are contributing to our milk production and various nutritional requirements. These breeds have evolved over generations and surviving due to their adaptability to harsh climatic conditions, ability to perform on poor quality feed and fodder, and resistance to diseases, etc. That's why preserving, conserving, and promoting the indigenous breeds are very much important for sustainable development. And adult males of some native breeds are also known for their draft qualities. Thus, these indigenous breeds are well adapted to our existing agroclimatic conditions, are resistant to many tropical diseases, and can survive and produce on marginal and poor feed and fodder resources. So some of the breeds are very well known for their high milk and fat production. However, the production potential of these animals has deteriorated over a period of time due to lack of selection. The population of some of the breeds have declined over years, and the primary reason for such decline in numbers of such breeds is reduced productivity and uneconomical proposition for farmers. The solution, therefore, lies in genetic improvement of these breeds for milk production, and systematic efforts in the direction will not only ensure that these breeds become more productive, it will also arrest their further decline. So within the twin objectives of the development and conservation, National Dairy Development Board, through various agencies, is implementing programs for genetic improvement of select indigenous dairy breeds. The future holds a promising for improvement in the productivity of our indigenous breeds of cattle and buffaloes. So as we have already seen, various breeds like those are used for milk, draught, transport, based on their characteristics. And as mentioned, this Puliculam breed of Tamil Nadu, they are very famous, popular, known. They are used in Jallikattu, the cattle sport that is being conducted as part of this festival also. And most of these are used for both, milk and also transport also. Even this Ongol breed is also used for these sports also on this occasion. So we have seen the National Dairy Research Institute, NDRI, at Karnal, and also this where we have this gene bank and who registers the various breeds. And the National Dairy Development Board, it was created in 1965. And as we have seen in the cattle, there is terminology, exotic and indigenous. Exotic or humpless, we can see there is no hump, and if at all it is very small. And indigenous, they are hump. You can see that mountain-like, hill-like structure. No? So in Indian cattle breeds, we have milch breeds, that is milking, those which are extensively used for milk purpose. And we have draught breeds, which are extensively, they are not majorly used for milk purpose, but other agriculture activity like transport and various other activities, because the milk production is comparatively low in them. And there are certain dual breeds which are both used as for milching purpose and also draught breeds. So among milch breeds, we have in these breeds, we have Gir and Sahiwal, Red Sindhi, Dioni. These are especially, used for milk purpose. And we have both milching and draught breeds. These are also known as dual breed, both used for both because of their strong build and high milk yielding capacities like Tharparkar, Kangres, Haryana, Nimri, Gaulo, Ongol breed. And we have Dangi, Mevati, Kosi, Rati Alwar, and draught breeds, which are mostly used for transport, and basically they produce less milk comparatively. So Kenkata, Malvi, Amrutmal, Halikar, Kangayam, Killari, Bargur, Vechur. So these are other draught purpose breeds like Bachur, Kerigar, Punganur, Amblachari, Red Gandhari, Ponwar, Siri. So these produce less milk comparatively to other native breeds or exotic breeds. That's why these are mostly used for this transport and other activity. And we have hybrid or imported breeds, which are widely used in farms because they are mostly used for meat as well as milk. These are hybrid cows like Jersey, Holstein Friesian, Brown Swiss, Ayrshire, Red Dane, Guernsey, and we have also crossbred strains of cattle which are developed in India, like these are hybrid, that is exotic crossed with the Indian indigenous breeds. Like we have Brown Sin, which is 3/8 of brown Swiss, and reds 5/8 of red Sindhi. So that is a crossbreed. And we have current Swiss, which is a combination of brown Swiss, that is Sahiwal red Sindhi, versus Sahiwal. So that is known as current Swiss. This is hybrid, both crossbreed of Indian as well as foreign breeds. And we have current Fries, cross between Tar Parker and Holstein Friesian. And we have Sunandini under Indo-Swiss project in Kerala, that is cross between brown Swiss and non-descripted Kerala. And we have Freswal, that is same 3/8 to 5/8 level of exotic inheritance of Frisian and Sahiwal. And when coming to milk production, even various buffaloes, which are also part of cattle. We have Murrah, the famous breed of buffaloes, and Neeli Ravi, and Badavari, and Jafarbadi, Surti, Mesana, Nagpuri, Toda. Actually, Badwari is from Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, and Jafarbadi from Gujarat, Marathwadi from Maharashtra, Meshana from Gujarat, Murrah from Haryana, Nagpuri from Maharashtra, Neeli Ravi from Punjab, Padarpuri from Maharashtra, Surti from Gujarat, Toda from Tamil Nadu, Banni from Gujarat, Chilika and Kalahandi from Odisha. These are buffalo breeds which are contributing to milk production. And look, due to time constraints, we will just look briefly. So most of the breeds which are used in farms, that most of the milk we drink, comes from these farm animals, so which are mostly hybrid because of lot of hormones and other, things are given to these animals for production, because of which we are also getting a lot of health issues, like even males are developing breasts, and even females, especially, they are getting matured at young ages, and a lot of these hormone related issues are coming because hormones are being injected to this cattle so that they can grow faster and they can yield more milk. So a lot of these issues are there regarding these farm animals. So we have these exclusive exotic dairy breeds like Jersey. So where it within 26 to 30 months, it reaches the age of first calving, and intercalving between one pregnancy to other pregnancy, or one delivery to other delivery. Intercalving period is around 13 to 14 months, and it yields around 5,000 to 8,000 kgs of milk. So dairy milk yield is found to be 20 liters, whereas crossbred Jersey and cows gives to around 8 to 10 liters per day. So, these are the breeds, Holstein, Friesian, and Jersey. These are the breeds which give high yield because these are hybrid. And in India, this breed has, acclimatized well, especially in the hot and humid areas. And the other exotic breed, that is Holstein Friesian, this is from Poland. And the milk yield for this breed, exotic breed, is 7,200 to 9,000 kgs. So this is by far the best dairy based among exotic cattle regarding milk yield. So all the cattle, you can see the farms, these cow dairy farms, where you can see these white and black cows. So those are Holstein Friesian, and where you can see these brown and white are, Jersey cows. So these both are, foreign or exotic breeds, which are highly used in dairy farms to get, they are basically exploited for, this meat as well as milk. And these are widely used. And these Holstein and Friesian can perform well even in coastal and delta areas also. And based on the characteristics also, we can find by the type of horns, as per Penny 1970, we can also classify breeds on basis on the type of horns. So we have short-horned zebu, that is Bachaur, Haryana, Krishna Valley, Golo, Nagori, Mevati, Ongol, and Rathi. These are short-horned. And lateral horn are Gir, Red Sindhi, Sahiwal, Dangi, Dioni, Nimari. And lyre horned are breeds like Kangrez, Malvi, Tarparkar. And long horned are Amrit Mahal, Halikar, Kangayam, Kilari. They have long horns. And small short horn or lyre horn are Ponwar, Punganur, Shahabadi, Kumaoni. And based on their utility, the type of work or the purpose for which these are used, we can also classify these breeds like milching breeds, like used exclusively for milk, are Sahiwal, Red Sindhi, Gir, Rathi, and for dual purpose, both for milching and for draft, that is transport and other various purposes, are Badri, Belahi, Binjarpuri, Dioni, Gangatri, Gauloa, Haryana, Himachali, Pahari, Kangrez, Lakmi, Nari, Ongol, Podatirpu, Punganur. These are used for both, dual purpose, both for milching and draft. And exclusive draft breeds are Amrit Mahal, Bachaur, Bargur, Dagri, Dangi, Gumusari, Halikar, Kangayam, Kenkata, Kariyar, Kerigar, Killar, Kokan Kapila, Kosali. So here we have taken only few, but there are many other, even if we want to further other breeds also, if you want to consider. In dual purpose breeds, we have Purnia, Tarparpak, and draft breeds we have, we can classify Krishna Valley, Ladaki, Malnad Gidda, Malvi, Mevati, Motu, Nagori, Nimari, Ponwar, Pulikulam, Red Kandari, Siri, Umblacheri, Vechur. These are all draft breeds. So if you look at specific breeds, like milching breeds, we have Sahiwal, original breeding tract in Montgomery district, that then now it is in Pakistan, Firozpur and Amritsar districts in Punjab, India. These are heavy breed, heavy body conformation. Typically, coat color is red-brown. Head is medium-sized. Horns are short and stumpy. We have seen the photographs. So the average yield is of between 1700 to 2700 kgs in lactation period of 300 days. And we have red Sindhi. The milk yield of this cattle ranges from 1100 to 2600 kg per lactation, with an average yield of 1840 kgs per lactation. And fat percentage in the milk varies from 4 to 5.2%, with an average of 4.5%. And Gir, it is also known as Bodali, Desan, Gujarati, Katiwari, Sorti, and Surati. And average milk production is 2110 liters per lactation. It is widely exported to Western countries to develop beef breeds. And Rati is also important milching breed of cattle found in the arid regions of Rajasthan. And this breed produces around 1,560 kilograms of milk on an average. And lactation milk yield ranges from 1,062 to 2,810 kgs. And Dione, the average yield of lactation is around 868 kgs to 1,229 kgs per lactation. The fat percentage is 4.3% on average. In Gangatri, the average milk yield in a lactation is around 1,050 kg, varying from 900 to 1,200 kg, with an average fat of 4.9%, varying from 4.1 to 5.2%. And Gaulau, average of 604 kg per lactation with 4.32% fat. And Haryana, average of 1,700 kilograms of milk in a lactation. And Kangrez, average of 1,738 kilograms and a maximum of 1,800 kilograms of a milk in a lactation period. Ongole breed is a prominent dual-purpose breed of Andhra Pradesh, which is world famous. And the breed got its name from its geographical area of origin, that is Ongole. Ongole is not only breed name, but also place name. It is a place in a district of named Prakasham in Andhra Pradesh state. The breed is also known as Nellore, but widely popularly known as Ongole. Nellore is rarely used. And the breeding tract of the breed includes East Godavari, Guntur, Ongole, Nellore, Kurnool districts of Andhra Pradesh, and extends all along the coast from Nellore to Vizianagaram. The entire coastline of Andhra Pradesh, you can see these Ongole breed cows and dogs. And it is very famous worldwide because of its hardiness, disease resistance, and the capacity to thrive on scanty resources. They're very strong built, and the height is also around 6 to 7 feet. And a very sturdy body, strong built. And the breed has glossy white color. Male possesses dark markings on the head, neck and hump, black points on knees and pastern. Horns are short and stumpy, growing outward and backward from the outer angles of the pole, thick at the base and firm without cracks, but they are very strong. In cows, horns are thinner than bulls. Horns in cows generally extend outwards, upward, and inward. So breed can be identified visibly by its majestic gait, stumpy horns, and large fan shape and fleshy development. The breed produces moderate milk with an average of 798 kg per lactation, with an average fat of 3.79%. And we have Purnia with average lactation yield of 609 kgs, ranging from 452 to 785 kg, and milk fat of 4.22%. And Tarparkar with an average yield of 1749 kilograms per lactation, ranging from 913 to 2147 kg per lactation. So these are mixed breeds used both for milking and as well as other purposes, transport, like, and various. And we have exclusively draft breeds of this cattle. They have less milk production, but basically they are suited for trotting or transportation and hard work, basically. So they are known for their power and endurance, fiery and active, especially bulls, males. Okay, so these Amrit Mahal has an yielding capacity of 572 kgs on an average. And these breeds, draft breeds are poor milkers. The milk production is less. So they are used for draft purposes or transportation. We have Bachor, that is with lactation yield of 225 to 630 kgs with an average milk fat of 5%. And we have Halikar with average yield per lactation is 542 kgs, ranging from 227 kgs to 1134 kgs with an average milk fat of 5.7. In these, milk fat percentage is more, but the milk yield is very less. You will not get even on ideal conditions, you may get 500 kgs, but rare conditions, it may drop up to 200 kgs to 500 kgs. Sometimes with good conditions and all, you can also get up to 600, 700, 800 also. And Kangayam, lactation yield is 540 kgs with an average milk fat of 3.9%. And Krishna Valley, Umblacheri is around, milk yield is around 494 kg per lactation and average milk fat of 4.94%. And Vechur, average milk yield is 561 kg per lactation and milk fat percentages ranging from 4.7 to 5.8. So these are some, because of time constraints, I'm taking only few. And let's look into the exotic breeds of cattle, as already we have seen. Holstein Friesian, these are originated from northern parts of Netherlands, especially in the province of Friesland. And these are the popular cows you see in the dairy farms, where you get this dairy milk daily milk packets supply. So these largest dairy and highest milk producer breed, ruggedly built, head is long, narrow, straight with slightly rounded, with a large capacious udder, and the color is typical markings of black and white all over the body. These you can see in advertisements also. You can see these black and white heavily built. These udders are very big. That's why and their milk yield is also, they are exclusive milkers. So milk yield is around 5,000 to 9,000 kgs, and average milk production is 25 liters per day. So whereas a crossbreed Holstein cow gives 10 to 15 liters per day. If it is an original breed, it gives up to 25 liters of milk per day. That's why these are extensively used in dairy farms, so that they can produce more milk. And if it is crossbred, it will give around 10 to 15 liters per day. And we have another famous brand which are used in farms is Jersey, originated from Jersey Island, UK. It is smallest of the dairy types of cattle, and it is compact and angular body. The color in jerseys may vary from a very light gray or mouse color to a very dark fawn or a shade that is almost black and also brown. So commonly darker about the hips and about the head and shoulders on the body. So the first calving is at 26 to 30 months. Intercalving period is 13 to 14 months. That is between delivery and delivery. And the milk yield is 5,000 to 8,000 kgs. So crossbred Jersey cows gives around 8 to 10 liters per day. These two breeds, this Holstein Friesian and Jersey, are commonly used in the dairy farms for milk production and meat production. And we have other brands, exotic brands like Brown Swiss, which has origins in Switzerland. Breeds are rugged in nature and good milk production. Average milk yield is 5,000 kgs per lactation. And the current Swiss is the excellent crossbreed we have seen earlier, which is obtained by crossing this breed with Sahiwal. This was done at NDRI, Karnal. And we have Red Dane. That is not a dog. We have other Danes in dogs also. This also somewhat looks like a dog, but it is a heavy breed. The lactation yield varies from 3,000 to 4,000 kg. It originated in Denmark, and it is reddish, brownish, or even dark brown color with little bit fur. And we have Ayrshire. This is from Scotland and is considered as most beautiful dairy breed. These are very active animals and hard to manage. So these are not much used. They do not produce as much as milk or buffer fat, only 4% when compared to other dairy breeds. So these are not widely used in India, either in commercial farming also. This breed was also known as Dunlop cattle or Cunningham cattle. And we have Guernsey, originated from small island of Guernsey in France. They are cherry red or brown in color with white patches. And the milk has a golden color for this, especially. All others we see, white color, but this, especially for this cow, the milk has a golden color because of an exceptionally high content of beta carotene. So it produces around 6,000 kgs milk per lactation. It is also milker, high efficiency of milk production, and low incidence of calving difficulty and longevity. But the problem is, the carving difficulty is there and longevity issues are there. So that's why this is also not widely used. And we have crossbreds within where, we have experimented to leverage the benefits of indigenous and as well as exotic breeds. Of course, this is not new. As per the documentation, it's started in India as early as 1875 near Patna, using shorthorn bull on the local cows, and the Taylor breed of cattle was formed as per Sinha 1951. So the average milk yield of 5 to 6 liters per day, and it was like black, gray, or red in color, a combination. And we had current Swiss, as already mentioned. It was a byproduct from NDRA, Karnal, Haryana, cross between Sahiwal cow and brown Swiss bull. So light gray color to deep brown color. Forehead is slightly dished, neck is medium, horns are sharp, and ears are small. There is no hump, and this navel flap is slightly loose, and body is large. Legs are proportionate in size and well set apart, with a milk yield of 3,500 kg. And we have currant fries, which is a cross between Holstein Friesian and Tar Parker. This breed has black and white spots on the body, forehead, and tail of the cows. And these give up to 9 liters to 10.5 liters per day, and they have the capacity to produce milk up to 3,000 to 3,400 liters per year, per lactation. So we have Sunandini, which was a bilateral project, Indo-Swiss project, Kerala, now named as Kerala Livestock Development Board, KLDB. It started to develop a new breed of cattle through crossbreeding. Sunandini is a composite breed of cattle developed in India by crossing nondescript cattle with brown Swiss, Jersey cattle, and Holstein Friesian cattle. So this is a combination crossbreed of various breeds. And overall lactation average is 3,200 kg per lactation period. And we have Phule Triveni. It is developed by Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapith, Rahuri district, Ahmednagar, Maharashtra. And this breed consists of Holstein Friesian, Jersey, and Gir combinations. So this is product of 3 breeds and crossbred, and has a average milk production of 3 to 3,500 per liter, liters per lactation. And the fat percentage is around 3.8 to 4.2% fat in milk. And we have Vrindavani, which are recently developed synthetic crossbred cattle strain of India. It has exotic inheritance of Holstein Friesian, brown Swiss, Jersey, and indigenous inheritance of Haryana cattle. So it is mix of all these breeds. And we have Frieswald, which is 5/8 Holstein Friesian and 3/8 Sahiwal inheritance. And it is yielding 4,000 kgs of milk with 4% fat in a mature lactation of 300 days. And we have Jersin, a cross between Red Sindhi and Jersey, and Jertar, a cross between Jersey and Tar Parker. And others are also in process. Oh, even there are many others. And average lifespan is around 16 to 20 years. for cattle. So with this, we will end today. Thank you everyone for joining us, and kindly fill up the feedback form. Is mandatory to generate certificates, and you can download your certificates from the website after prescribed time. Website link is mentioned in the registration form. We are also sharing in the chat box for your reference. Dear friends, quickly fill up the feedback form with all the details. Incomplete forms or invalid data is not considered. So quickly fill up all the details. And we wish you happy cattle festival, happy Sankranti. And thank you everyone for joining us on this international seminar, especially on this festive occasion, sparing your valuable time and gaining insights. If you need any further resources, you can find my contact number in the registration form or website. You can contact me. I can share further reference resources. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining us. We express our gratitude to each one of you. And without you, this couldn't have been successful. So see you all tomorrow at the same time. Take care. Good night. If you have any queries or observation comments you would like to share, you can use chat box to share your observations, queries while you are filling up the feedback form. If any, we will be happy to answer. Dear friends, everyone, quickly fill up the feedback form. Once the meeting gets closed, the feedback form also gets closed automatically. There is no external link where you can fill up the feedback form after the seminar ends. So quickly fill up the feedback form. It is available only on the Zoom platform. Those who have not registered but have joined directly, registration link has been shared in the chat box. You can even now fill the registration form. Dear friends, we are closing this session in another 2-3 minutes. Those who have not filled the feedback form, quickly attend to the feedback form.